Okay, third grade, we're adding the birch trees. So Masterpiece Manager, open it up, look for the name, give everybody the paper, and Masterpiece Manager, you're going to bring the folder up to my box because your papers will be going to the drying rack. Now, we've already done our beautiful warm color sunset. Below that is our snow. Now, we are using a gray color to create the birch tree. Trees grow from the ground up. Now, we don't want to put all of our trees in a row. We don't want them all to be growing in the same spot. So, Supply Manager is going to bring the tray. We have gray paint and our brushes. Give everybody a brush. Put the house off to the side. And what we're going to do, we're going to dip into our gray. And we're going to start on the left. And you're not going to start right where the snow starts. You're going to come down some. And you're going to push down and draw or paint a line going up. Now, this line doesn't have to be perfectly straight because trees are not perfectly straight. So that's the first one. Now, we're going to stagger these, meaning one starts down, one starts up, one starts down. So the second one, we are going to get closer where the horizon is, the sky and the ground meets, and go up. Now, these trees need to go all the way to the top. They do not stop. They go all the way to the top. So you can see staggering is one farther down, one farther up. So we're going to, the second one, like a pattern, is going to start down. Now, I don't want to start at the same place I started here. I just want to start it farther down than this one. So I'm actually going to go a little bit farther down. Again, these trees don't have to be perfectly straight, but they need to be all the way to the top. And notice I'm going back down to cover that gray back because I don't want to see the sky through the tree. And then this one's going to start back up here. I'm going to go a little bit closer to the sky. Again, I don't want them to be all perfect. I'm not looking for perfect. Nature is not perfect. So, and you can see I can add one more. You'll kind of have to figure out by looking at your trees and seeing how many you can fit. Because you can see I left about a finger space between each one, a little more than finger space, because I don't want them too close. I don't want them on top of each other. But I do want them somewhat close because these birch trees, when they grow, they do grow in areas that are a little more populated. But, so, once you have your trees, again, stagger where they start. I don't want any coming all the way to the bottom. Take your brush. Remember to wash off the paints. Dab off onto the sponge. Please return your paintbrush with the hair on top to the house. The house goes back on the tray. And remember, Supply Manager, your job is to take the tray back. Everybody else, you're going to stand up. And if you used a chair, push it in. Pick up your birch trees. We are all walking around the blue table to make sure we do not run into the students washing their hands. So you can see them coming around the blue table to our drying rack. Remember, we've discussed this with our spleens, putting your paper in the right spot. You can see there is a paper already in number 1. So we know from number 1 goes number 2. You can see I've kept it vertical. Then turn around, wash your hands, dry your hands, and then make your way to the floor to wait for all students to be completed.